Welcome back to another episode. If this is your first time here, my name is Jake. I make a wearable recovery and pain relief medical device company that I've been doing now for the last 5 years. We've raised $240,000. In the last episode, we worked with the Canucks, one of the best teams in the NHL. Starting off this video, I'm going to be working with the ex-trainer for the Philadelphia Phillies. He's going to be demoing it today. And the goals for this video are making sure that we raise another at least $100,000 because we raised $25,000 in the last video, bringing us to $240,000 total, and finalizing the app and the case perfectly to get this ready for production because we're launching this year in the next 7 months. Let's nail this demo, get a solid letter of rec from the Phillies, and keep this train rolling. Bang, bang. You can pick whatever you want. And I think the coolest thing about this too is like there's no hydrogel at all. We call it like a dry Lectra. That was the biggest pain in the butt trying to figure out.
If you don't like this, you just turn it down.
Exactly, yeah.
Switch settings.
I just got back home and that went better than I could have even expected. At the end of it, he was like, this is incredible. I love this. I think it's a great idea. There's so many applications, and he's working on like clinical applications in baseball to use Lectra. Because again, he was the head therapist at the Phillies, and now he runs all the PT for every umpire in the MLB. He's like, I have connects to 4 teams. We could go down to spring training. I'm gonna be down in Florida next month. We can all go down together and hit 4 MLB teams at spring training. And there's a basketball team down there in Orlando that has been wanting to work with us as well. So that was an absolutely insane opportunity. Now I just have to send him the follow-up emails. I have to send the follow-up information to the Canucks, the Innovation Center. It's just a lot. And that was like 4 hours of traveling for a 15-minute coffee introduction. And also it was cool to see Jason and get to catch up about the pop craze stuff that you guys have been seeing. If not, we're making popcorn in the shape of waffle, giving crazy flavors. It's gonna be so dope. So don't miss out on that. But I gotta grind this stuff out. It's pretty much just me working in front of the computer the rest of the day. And then I'm going to my grandma's 84th birthday, which is insane. I'm gonna finish all this stuff up, follow up about the funding. I got the update on the $25,000 check, but the most important thing in this episode is that we follow up and get the support letters from these sports teams, get the $25,000 to $250,000 potential for this episode, find out where I'm gonna be moving to, and finalize the development for the case, the wireframes for the app, and the case for the patch. So this is going to be an extremely busy episode, and I'm going to be visiting more people throughout this episode. So I actually have one special guest too. So make sure you stick around, and I'll see you guys later. And I finally got an update call from our investor. He finally gave me the timeline for the $100,000 this afternoon. I didn't film it because I was in such shock that he called me because I was like, oh crap, are we at a point that this might not happen? But he was like, hey, want to let you know, absolutely no worries. Like, everything's coming, everything's on its way. It's going to take us by the end of this week for us to send you everything over, which is amazing. It's just taken so long. And then I got 2 follow-up emails, one for another $100,000 and one for $25,000 to $50,000. So in a span of one day, we went from 0 to then $250,000, which is absolutely insane. And I wanted to give you guys a bit of a behind the scenes look of what it's like for our team to work on a YouTube video before we post it. Shout out Rat, Tin, and Josh. So we worked through the video. I send them the clips, and then we decide how we want to piece it, and then we keep working back and forth until we get the perfect video, how we all 4 of us like it, and then Rat works on the thumbnails for it. But like, you can literally see what the flow looks like. Let me see here, I'll unmute them. Everybody say what's up.
Yo, what's up?
That was so demoralizing. You guys, that was, dude. All right, but we're finishing up this video, and then I have to send out the emails tonight, and then, well, send out the emails back to the investors about bringing in the money, because the one had some scientific questions, which is cool, because it's a health and wellness company, and he's a physical therapist, so he's gonna have some questions about it. And I also pitched to a VC fund in Austin, who is inviting us down next month to come pitch the product in person. If he likes it, they're investing $1 million, and I moved to Austin. Insane. And I also got invited by the Phillies guy to go down and pitch to a bunch of professional sports MLB teams for spring training. So we can literally demo on 4 more MLB teams. But that's not even the craziest part, and that's coming tomorrow, so I'll talk to you guys then.
25 one side will be probably the most optimal. But even if it's 21 side, I think it's still much better than what we currently have. Yeah. Otherwise, we would have to go and limit the voltage, lower down the voltage.
Yeah, the only thing is making sure that we maintain our stretchability too.
Lowering down the voltage can be done on the firmware side, so we don't really need to change the hardware.
Yeah, my big thing is just making sure that we can maintain that stretch too, Ishan. So I feel like there's a happy medium we can find there. So that was our international dev and FDA team, making sure that the testing's ready. Like, we sent the case tooling out to be made, so we're having 2 cases made. Actually 2 to 5 cases, and then 10 new pods, which is super cool, and then a couple hundred pieces of tape. So like, everything's really starting to cook and move on all cylinders, which is just like, it's an insane thing. The only thing that sucks is like, this was an 8 p.m. meeting, and then starting next week it's gonna be a 9 p.m. meeting, because like, we have people from all over the world that work together. Like, I don't know if you can see very well, but dude, it's literally pitch black outside. Oh, and I know I haven't filmed much in this this video, but it's just been like, dude, all day sitting at the computer, like answering investor emails, like following up and just cooking. Another thing I noticed is like sometimes you just have downtime. It's not a lot of downtime, but sometimes like don't feel like you're doing the wrong thing if you have downtime, because what I've noticed is like I'm not a technical founder. I have like a chemistry biology background, but I'm not technical. I'm not an engineer. So when I send out these scope of works for people to do, I'm at the mercy of like whenever they finish the project, especially because we're not in person. So I can't go in and check on them and stuff. So sometimes you're just going to be in this lull state where you're waiting. And then I get like anxiety. I used to, where it's like, oh my God, am I doing something wrong? Because I have like a second of free time. But that's just how it rolls. That's how the game is. And in that time, like that's when you use your gift, your power, whatever it is, to be able to move the needle that way. So like they're working on development of app, development of the case, development of the pod, development of the tape. But then my side is like reach out to more investors, keep facilitating and fostering the relationship with investors. Like tomorrow morning, we have a huge investor pitch that you guys have seen before. I did a demo on them for closing this $50,000. So it's just like this continuous spiral, and just know it's okay to have downtime, because I was literally that person even like a month to 2 months ago being like, what do I do? What do I do? Am I doing something wrong? Is the fire burning out because I have a second of free time? You're okay. Breathe. We're in this together. Everybody's on their own journey, but sometimes we walk the same path. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I was up way too late last night, hit an insane CrossFit workout this morning. For you guys who potentially watch this and work out, like I started doing CrossFit just because like it helps with the mental and stuff. There's like a CrossFit Open, which is like a competition. Feels like you're doing sports again. Kind of love it, but nah, I work out for the mental, and now it's nice doing it in the morning too, because it's like first thing in the morning, you get the hardest part of your day out of the way. And now we're going to close a $50,000 investment, which brings us, if we get this today, $315,000 is what we'd be at. Dude, that's insane. So I started shooting this series when we only raised $10,000. Like you guys have watched this from the time that we raised $10,000 to then potentially today $315,000. I'm not even trolling or anything, but like I've never seen that on YouTube like ever. I know it's not like super cinematic-y all the time, but that's fucking crazy. Just like even like filming that whole thing in general, like doing the company and doing the channel and just like filming I don't know. I think that's insane. I don't know. Maybe I'm tooting my own horn here, but sometimes it's okay to use the horn. I don't know. I'm being corny. I need to go land this money. Let's go. I don't know. I don't know if I look St. Patrick's Day green enough, but I'll take it. I feel like I low-key look like I'm from the 80s. In this video, we were able to meet with the Phillies trainer. He loved the demo, and now he's setting us up with the Yankees, Pirates, Mets, and I think the Orioles. There was one more that's down in Florida that I couldn't remember, but this trip could happen as early as next week. My goal was to get a response, but obviously that didn't happen. So we have to get a response as soon as possible in this next video to be able to go down and work with these teams, because baseball season itself is actually starting in the next 3 weeks. So we're gonna have to move extremely fast. On the same note, you guys know that I met with a VC who wants me to come down to Austin. So I'm finalizing the dates for that to see, number one, if we're a good fit to get this $1 million. Number two, if Austin's the kind of place that I want to move to and live. Because I know I've been like moving back and forth about where I was gonna move. I turned down the LA Techstars. There was an avenue there. I was gonna live with my friend in New York City. Didn't want to live there. I really think Austin might be a good place for us, at least to go down and see for a couple of days. And if we like it, could turn into a huge opportunity for the company. So I'm excited about that. And you guys saw we met with Jason, who's one of the best engineers I've ever seen. He's working on an applicator for us to be able to apply the tape easily. We're working on finishing the app. Finalize the fundraising that I swear to God you guys have seen in every single video of me trying to get this money in. But they said on Monday, at the very least, you're gonna get the paperwork for this $100,000. So right now, where it stands, we're at $240,000. I'm hopefully picking up 2 $25,000 checks and potentially 2 $100,000 wires as well. So it is a grind. Wait. It's the Phillies trainer. He just texted me. He said we're all set to go down to Florida. Now he's calling me. I gotta take this, and hopefully I'll see you guys down in Florida.